Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. And let's start with first story titled, My soon-to-be ex-wife filed for a divorce 8 months ago. We have been separated for 8 months and she moved in with her affair partner, divorce is to be finalized next month. Now she's begging not to go through with it and begging me to try reconciliation. My wife, 38 female, and I, 37 male, met back in college. We dated for 5 years before getting married. Our marriage has been good with a few ups and downs. We have two girls, 13 and 15. In January last year, I noticed my wife spending more time on the phone than normal. She basically did what every typical cheater does: lied, blame shifted, and gaslighted me when I tried to express my concerns. I know I was not perfect and I did some things that I regret very much, but she treated me like a piece of crap all this time during her affair. I tried to improve all the aspects of our relationship that she felt like they were not good. When Discovery Day came in the beginning of June, she confessed to having an emotional affair and sleeping with him only twice. Then she blamed me for her affair. She said that she wanted to reconcile and we tried reconciliation, but she was just not into it. She still contacted him and they were still talking. When I told her how uncomfortable it made me, she said they were just friends and kept deleting texts even when I told her not to. When I threatened divorce, she would cry, apologize, and beg me not to. When I tried to bring up the affair, she would get mad, and somehow I was the one who ended up apologizing. Then, after 2 or 3 months, she started disappearing again, saying that she was visiting family because they needed her at the time. I knew she was going to see a fair partner, and when I brought it up, she was very convincing. One weekend, she disappeared and didn't pick up my calls or answer my texts. And when she came back, she told me that her cousin had gotten sick and they had to rush her to the hospital and forgot her phone at her sister's place. And all this time, I was trying to make it work for us. She saw all the efforts I made, but just didn't give a f. Then, by mid-December, she told me that she was moving out, that she had been unhappy in our relationship, and while she still cared for me, she was in love with a fair partner, that she had finally found her soulmate. I remember crying for hours, trying to beg her, but her mind was made up. We had to tell the kids. She said that I could have the kids for the weekdays and she could come visit them on weekends since her affair partner's apartment was small. She filed for divorce a week after. This was the worst moment of my life. I grieved for weeks. When I tried to talk to her to see if there was any chance, but all she said that she was sorry for everything she put me through, but her mind is made up. No one other than us knew. Both her and my parents knew that we were only separated but never knew the reason. By the end of January, when her mom called me and insisted I tell the truth, I invited her over together with her dad. I told them everything, and literally, I broke into tears and cried on my mother-in-law's shoulder. They comforted me and apologized for their daughter's behavior. I later told my parents, and then some few close friends. Soon enough, everyone knew about us, and I started receiving comforting messages from others talking ill of my ex. Soon afterwards, my wife called me crying, saying that I turned everyone against her and that she hates me. She said that people were threatening her and a fair partner, and her dad hates her, they had a close relationship, and sisters don't want to speak to her, and no one will speak with her without insulting her. This was mid-April. By the beginning of June, her relationship with a fair partner had fizzled out due to stress. I remember she came to see the kids and told me that her affair partner kicked her out because he couldn't handle the stress of their relationship. She was living in a hotel room. She didn't look good at all, like someone who was depressed. She asked if she could move back in and I said no. She said that she understood, but asked to spend more time with the kids. She said that she wanted to make up for the lost time with the kids and wanted to come in the afternoon and cook for them and spend time with them. I agreed. By this time, she would come, cook my favorite meal, clean the house, write small notes saying I love you together with flowers. When I came back home from work, she would always try to spend some more time with me. I have to admit, I did enjoy spending time with her. Then she started talking about how much she misses me and asked divorce is what I really wanted. I always avoided these conversations. Last week, she told me that she had been going to individual counseling and was wondering whether we should try marriage counseling. She has started dressing the way I like, wearing makeup. She has tried to initiate sex, but I have turned her down. She has bought me more goods and more than countless times she has brought up marriage counseling. On the weekend, she cried, begging me not to go through with the divorce, that she has already put up with a lot and all she wants is me and her family back, and she will do whatever I want. I know it's like the roles were reversed. All this time, I have been numb, although a part of me feels happy now that she has gotten a taste of her own medicine. I still love her, but I don't really know if I should give our relationship another chance. Obviously, she's only back because she has nowhere else to go, grow a spine and move forward with the divorce already. And next, the second story titled, I got cheated on by two exes in the past. I forgave them both. Now I cheated on a good person and he left. I've been on both ends, and to be honest, I'd rather get cheated on than cheat on someone ever again. Seeing the man I love hurt so much to the point he swears I will never get to see his face again totally crushed my heart. This happened 2 months ago, and I've been living in hell since. I reconnected with an old crush a few months ago, and we started talking. He flirted hard, and for whatever reason, I entertained that, even though I had zero intention to be with him. We met once, I got drunk, and he forced himself on me. I took full responsibility for it. It was my fault that I even talked or met him to begin with. I felt awful about it but didn't confess to my boyfriend because I was scared of losing him. Very selfish, I know. Fast forward a month or so later, my boyfriend went through my phone and found out. Affair partner and I barely talked at that point, and we never met again. But I never deleted the conversations. Boyfriend never confronted me, just went to my place, packed all his stuff, and left me a note. He then went to my work, dropped my keys, told me he knew I cheated, he is breaking up with me, then left. I was at work and so shocked I tried to run after him, but he disappeared. He then blocked me everywhere and deleted all our shared albums and accounts. That same day I drove to his place, he lives in a different city, wanted to talk to him, but he called the police on me. Behind his door, he screamed, "You wasted years of my life. You're a disgusting liar. You're dead to me. Leave me alone. No chance under any circumstances." I wrote him a couple letters to apologize and beg for a chance to work on things, but never heard anything back. I have no idea if he ever read them. I never had a chance to see him or say sorry, and look like I never will. Every day after work, I go home and cry for hours. I know this pain and remorse will follow me to the grave. I deserve it for all the pains I inflicted on him. Losing the man I love and a family I wish to build with him is the price I have to pay now. I was already in therapy for depression and trauma from past relationships, and of course, will continue. I also completely cut off contact with affair partner since my ex doesn't give me any chance, so vowing to change to be a better person is the only way I can make up for what I've done. I feel awful every day and don't know how I'm going to survive this. And now to the update. The fact that I did something bad and that I'm a cheater really haunts me. I eat my meals with tears and remorse every day. There is absolutely no chance for forgiveness or reconciliation from my ex-partner. I didn't even have a chance to apologize or see him one last time. He swears I'll never get to see his face again, and he will never give me the satisfaction to apologize or make amends in any way. When it first happened, I was holding on to the hope that one day he would calm down and we can talk again. But 3 months out now, I know he's really done with me. My parents love him. My mom flew in to see him from far away bearing gifts. She just wanted to thank him for being good to me when we were together, and to wish him well. But he refused to meet, not even a conversation. He didn't just block me, he blocked my entire family. He treats us like we never exist in his life. I miss him a lot. I'm in so much pain these days. I didn't just stab his heart, I stabbed mine too. He is very accomplished and has strong integrity. I know I probably will never find such a wonderful person like him again. I'm really struggling letting this go, knowing it's all my fault. I'm grieving the life I had with him and the family we plan to build. I get triggered and I feel embarrassed whenever I hear infidelity. I regret hurting him every single day. One stupid night, now I lost the person that meant the most to me. How do you cope with the pain that you will never get to see or talk to someone you love ever again, knowing that they went from loving you to feeling disgust and resenting you forever? She should have thought about all that before cheating. She made the choice to cheat, thinking she could get away with it without facing any consequences. And the third story, I 40 cheated on my husband, 42 male, of 14 years a few months ago. I am sorry for what I did, but I have no idea what he thinks, and he won't speak to me. I know from the get-go I'm already the villain here, and I understand that, but I'll try to explain the whole situation first. I do love my husband. I know people will say I don't because of what I did, but I do. It was a mistake. I had an affair with a mutual friend for a few weeks. It only lasted a month before my husband came home from work for his lunch break and caught us. I assume he must have been getting suspicious because he's never done that. We were not doing anything, but we were in bed together and he could figure it out from there. I know what I did is wrong, and I know the pain I caused my husband. I am sorry for it, and nothing could make that up. He left the house and didn't come back until very late. I tried calling him, but he wouldn't answer. The next morning, I saw his side of the bed was slept in, but he was up before me. I found him in the kitchen and started apologizing, but he didn't take it. Instead, he just asked me how long I'd been with Isaac, our friend, and lots of details about when, how it started, etc. When he was satisfied, he said that was enough and left. I don't know where he spent that day, but he returned at night. I stopped seeing Isaac altogether. After that, he never said anything about the affair to me again. He started acting the way most people tend to do after an argument. He wasn't loving or friendly or angry or passionate, just cold and distant. He spoke to me only when necessary. Our anniversary was only a month away, so I thought he was waiting for that day to pass to ask for a divorce. I started contacting lawyers, but the anniversary passed, he took me out to an awkward dinner, and that was that. It's been 7 months since he caught us, and he hasn't mentioned it ever again. I bring it up sometimes because I want to address it, I want closure, but he always shuts me up and gets moody the rest of the day. He doesn't act the way he used to around me, but he's polite and sometimes even friendly. We've stopped having sex, and he only kisses me when he leaves for work. Basically, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. I don't think he wants to leave me, but I'm starting to get really uncomfortable. I know what I did was wrong. I'd understand if he wanted a divorce, even though I don't. What I don't understand is his nonchalance for everything. I don't know if he still loves me. I know what I did was crappy. I don't want to lose him, and I will never do something like that again. But if I try to talk to him about what happened, apologize, end the awkwardness in some way, he won't hear it and will leave. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to make of it. TLDR, I cheated on my husband, he caught us, and for the past 7 months refuses to mention it. We're not on good terms, but he doesn't treat me badly or angrily either, and I just don't know what to make of it. She's really trying to play the victim. Her poor husband has already been hurt enough. Just give him a fair divorce and let him heal. And the last story is, I don't know what to do, and I need advice about cheating pregnant partner. Found out some devastating news from our 14-year-old, and I'm debating on whether I should keep fighting for this marriage. She cheated on me. My wife, my partner in crime, my best friend, the effing mother to my kids. I haven't told my wife that I know about her affair, and frankly, I don't want to. I've been with her for so long that I don't know if I can live without her. I don't know how long she and this guy have been meeting up. I hope it's only been a couple of times, because that'll be easier to get over. I'm trying to keep myself together for my 14-year-old, but it's hard. Whenever I get a chance by myself, I have a breakdown. I don't get what I did to cause her to do this. I thought I was a good husband, a good father, and a good friend. Turns out I may have been crap. I found out about the affair a couple days ago from my 14-year-old. I've reassured her that nothing is wrong, and I'll have me and her mother explain it. I'm thinking about just telling her that me and her mom have an open relationship to keep this under wraps, to just make it not look like she cheated on me. I've just been going through the motions. My wife, she's still at her parents'. She's still barely talking to me. Now I know why. Maybe if I tell her I know about her affair, she'll end it and come back home. We have a good life together. We're good together. I feel like I'm rambling. If this was my brother and I found out his wife cheated on him and he was talking like how I am now, I'd grab him by the collar and set him straight. I've watched films of this stuff, heard about it, and even watched shows where the couple talks about how they get past infidelity. I would think, they're so stupid, just get divorced. I'd never forgive my wife if she cheated on me. But now I'm in the same shoes and I sound just like them. From what I saw so far, it was just emotional and nudes, but my daughter had taken plenty of pictures, and I've only seen about 4 so far. There's at least 30. I feel that if I go through the rest of these photos, it'll confirm that she may have been having this affair for a long time. My daughters might not even be my kids. If I go public with this, it won't just turn my world upside down, it'll affect my daughters too. I don't want to hurt them like that. I only eat when my daughters are around me to keep up the facade that everything's fine. But when she's away, I'm throwing up and shaking. This isn't just some high school relationship. This is the woman I've built a life with. I know what I should do, but I don't want to. Over the last few days, I've realized how much my life circles around my wife and kids. If I dig any further into this, I just might break. If you've been married, are married, in a long-term relationship with kids in a home, how do you get past this? Do I just quietly confront her and do marriage counseling? Or do I just keep this from her and get her to come back home and act as if I know nothing about this? And the update, I, 44 male, recently found out that my wife, 39 female, who is due in December, has been cheating on me. The person who found out about the affair is my 14-year-old daughter. It's been a couple of days, but I'm still reeling from all of this. I finally went through the evidence, and the affair has been going on for at least 4+ years. I haven't told my wife I know about her affair, but I plan on doing it soon, possibly after the baby is born. While it may not be my child, I still have so much love for this woman and don't want to cause any harm. I know that I should probably start looking into a solicitor, separating our finances and collecting even more evidence, but I stupidly want to try and fix this, or at least not hate and love her at the same time. I planned on lying to my daughter to cover up for her mother, but my daughter is a smart cookie. There's no way she'd actually believe it. How do I navigate my way through something like this? I don't want to be filled with hatred and let our kids see it. Once I initiate this divorce, all of ours will turn upside down. I just don't want this to ruin our kids. If I do a DNA test on the girls, I know it would probably hurt them. We have 4 kids, all girls, 14, 10, and 5-year-old twins. There's a slight chance the twins may not be my children. Just typing this makes my head hurt. I've been calling out of work, but I need to get my head on straight. And the second update. The twins are not mine, and neither is the newborn. I've confronted my wife. She was remorseful, but she doesn't regret it. She loves him. Her parents knew about the affair. They discovered it long before I did. They had been helping them by having my wife and her affair partner meet at their home. Why were her parents helping her instead of being decent people? They didn't want to risk being humiliated. Her parents, basically the entire family, are heavily involved in the church in our town. Also didn't want to separate the twins from their real dad. My 14-year and 10-year-old are staying with my brother and sister-in-law. I don't have the strength to be able to take care of them right now. They hate their mother and refuse to speak to her. They're both in therapy. I am too. I tried to take the twins so they could be with their sisters, but my wife put up plenty of resistance. She was begging me. I'm positive a affair partner is with her at the moment. Seen his car heading towards my in-laws' house as I left. The affair partner was also married. I've been in contact with his wife, and she says she's filing for divorce. I haven't asked her if AP has tried to work things out, and frankly, I don't care. F him, F my wife, F my stupid in-laws. I always thought in-laws were uptight a-holes anyways. I'm glad they're all being ostracized. Mother-in-law and father-in-law have been kicked out of the church, and from the looks of the church's social media page, they deleted anything related to them. I am glad they're being humiliated. The one thing they feared the effing most is happening. Mother-in-law called me crying, wanting me to clear the situation up. What is there to clear up? Father-in-law wanted me to work things out, but I simply asked if it was him in this situation, would he be working things out? He answered with silence before hanging up. My wife has been trying to reach out to me, but I refuse to answer her. I get just a tiny bit happy seeing how frantic she is to contact me. I don't know what she wants, and I don't want to speak to her anytime soon. I know I'll eventually have to. Before I got the results, I was ready to take her to court and get custody of the twins. Going to work is a struggle. My coworkers look at me with pity. I don't even go to the grocery shop anymore. I can feel everyone looking and whispering. I've lost about 15 pounds since this whole thing came to light. I barely get any sleep. Therapy is not helping. This has been the worst year of my life. I wish I had kept my mouth shut in the car a few months ago. If I had, then I'd be enjoying time with the newborn and decorating the house. The house is silent. It should be loud with my daughters laughing or arguing. I should be changing a diaper. I should be hearing my wife try to outperform Mariah Carey. The house should smell sweet and be warm. Dirty diapers should be in a trash bag waiting to be thrown out. I should be smiling and laughing. This house should be filled with happiness and life. Now it's just cold, empty, and quiet. Everything I did was for nothing. I had a sad childhood. I wanted a happy adulthood. I can't ever seem to effing win. I always lose. I don't feel like a man. I don't even feel human. And the third update after almost 2 years. My world didn't end, things get better. I've been gone for quite some time. I actually forgot about this account. I was clearing out my tabs and saw my original post. It felt like I was going back in time, reading my post, comments, and old private messages with others. I was in an extremely dark place and almost left my daughters behind. I'm thankful I'm still here, and I'm thankful for those who left me encouraging messages and prayers. I actually shed a few tears. I've grown a lot since this all went down. I am divorced now and have been so for over a year now. I'm still picking up the pieces, but each day it gets easier. My daughters are okay too. They're still in therapy, but otherwise I think they're okay. I love seeing them smile, going out with them, and hearing them argue. I feel like a crappy dad knowing I almost allowed my emotions to permanently scar my girls. I picked up a drinking habit, unfortunately. I'm not getting blackout drunk or missing memories anymore, but for the sake of my health and seeing my girls grow up, I've started getting help. I don't think my drinking is noticeable to my girls, and I hope it's not. I think it's not that bad, though. I still make sure that they're fed and are okay, and I still get to work and pay the bills. I'll be okay. I know I will be. A lot went down during my divorce, and a lot is still going down after. Thinking about it makes my head hurt. I still feel like pieces of my life are a lie. Things could be worse, though. Me and my ex rarely talk. It's better that way. I don't live in that town anymore. I don't even live in that state. The twins are starting to get used to the situation, and my time with them will eventually come to an end. Their dad, ex-wife, affair partner, is not that bad of a guy. The twins really do love him. He makes sure they're loved, so I appreciate that. The twins love their baby sister. My oldest two still struggle to speak with their mother, but they love their baby sister too. I don't know what the future holds for us. I hope my girls always love each other. I hope I can feel whole again. But I know things will get better. I have my brother, sister-in-law, my girls and Faith on my side. Thank you again to everyone who reached out to me. OP, I'm glad you're doing well and getting help. You really need to quit drinking. Stay strong for your daughters. They need you. Wishing you the best of luck. And that's it for today. Dear viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out. See you next time. Bye-bye.